Hi, my name is Mark Chanski. I'm the coordinator of the Reformed Baptist Network, and I'm at the CBTS Covenant Conference here in Metro Louisville. And Sam, it's at LaGrave Baptist Church, or LaGrange Baptist Church here. And you should really be encouraged by the kind of turnout that you've had. This place has been packed.
Yeah, we're really thankful. This is about more than twice as large as our best conference previously, because this is only our third one. And we're really thankful for the facilities here at LaGrange. Our entree here is that this is Dr. Tom Nettles' home church.
Oh yes, I saw him there during the first session.
He's a member of the church here, and he's been a good friend of the seminary and taught many courses for us over the years.
A church historian giant, to be sure.
That's right. As someone described him at the conference here as the foremost Baptist historian in the world, and I think that that's probably true.
Well said. So the theme here is optimistic amillennialism, and for me, I think this is a crucial theme. As really, I know that there have been issues of premillennialism, and even you and I both came out of a premillennial context, but there's really been a resurgence of postmillennialism, and I think that you've provided a real antidote of biblical truth regarding sliding into that perspective that, again, according to your two-age concept that you presented, it really doesn't match with the biblical data, does it?
No, I don't think it does at all. And actually, kind of transitioning from that, I've decided to go a little different direction with my final sermon.
Oh, all right. Which is just in a few minutes here.
Yeah, in a few minutes. And we had decided, and it's in the brochures actually, I was going to do 2 Thessalonians 2 and the tribulation of the second coming, which is an important subject. But as we got to thinking about it, realized that none of the other speakers had chosen our theme text. And so I'm going to be preaching on Revelation 6.
All right.
And I think that text just wonderfully crystallizes our concerns about the discussion of postmillennialism and amillennialism.
Could you just give a little preview of what you're going to say in a few minutes?
Sure. First of all, of course, my assumption coming out of Revelation 5, which speaks of the ascension and glory of the Lord Jesus Christ at his resurrection, my assumption is that Revelation 6 just flows right out of that with the breaking of the 7 seals. And my thesis is that the breaking of those seals, actually the first 6 seals particularly, they kind of crystallize 6 historical movements or characteristics of the gospel age. And what you see in them is not only the riding forth of the white horse, Christ in the gospel.
Conquering unto conquest.
Yes, but you have the other 3 horses, which all speak of tragic events in one way or the other. Then you have the 5th seal, which speaks of martyrdom. And you have the 6th seal, which speaks of the dread of judgment that lies over the hearts of men. And the point is that the riding forth of the rider on the white horse in this present gospel age, that doesn't result in millennial glory before his second coming. What it results in is a gospel age that is filled with the going forth of the gospel, but also with martyrdom and with all sorts of upheaval and tragedy in the world. This is an entirely different picture of the gospel age and the end of the gospel age than you get from a post-millennial type perspective.
So the white rider is the primary character in history. He is riding forth as a conqueror bent on conquest, but obviously there is realism present there, which involves suffering, even martyrdom for the people of God.
The red horse, the black horse, the ashen horse all speak of the fact that the context of the conquest of the gospel is not millennial peace and glory. It's upheaval in the world as the gospel makes its way into the world.
But as Joel Beakey just mentioned, the grand finale is a glorious wedding feast.
Right, which begins at Christ's second coming. So I'm looking forward to preaching that. I hope God gives me some grace to do it. Of course, It's a tremendously difficult thing to try to follow Joe Beakey and Bodie Bockham and preach. And I don't feel like I have their gifts of preaching, but I do feel like I have a text that really crystallizes the theme of our conference.
I'm thinking the Lord will make Sam Waldron a glorious exclamation point to this conference. Every blessing, Sam.